watching To Love Swift. Today I'm going to be reviewing P.S. I Like You by Casey West. Whew! I won this book, so it was just given to me and I had no say in it. I had never heard of this author. You know, when their faces are on the cover, that's a bad sign. I was like, I'm probably never gonna read this. But you know, this summer I was looking for something fun. You know what, I'm gonna read it. And I'm glad that I did. This book was so good. Very cute, and it's so beautiful and cute and relatable. I think if you haven't read it, then you would really like it. I gave this book 5 stars. If you told me I would give it 5 stars, I would have said no way. I thought it was too cliche. I thought the writing wasn't good enough. But just the relationships just kept getting better and better. It was a great story. I read it in only 6 days, which I think is pretty good. For me at least, how fast I read it really has to do with how exciting it was and how much I was enjoying it. If you haven't read P.S. I Like You, I'm going to be giving away spoilers, so you might want to leave the video. That's pretty much all you need to know, is that it's so much fun. It's not too deep, which I appreciate once in a while, you know? So, bye. I'm gonna spoil the book now, so see you later. Okay, so there's this girl, Lily, and we're following her, and she likes to write music, and she has like a best friend, and she's kind of alternative, but she's really sweet. I think what was bothering me about the beginning, the writing was getting to me. The dialogue felt insincere. I felt like I wrote this dialogue in my 2011 movie. Another thing about Lily is we keep hearing about her personality. If you hear like show don't tell, it was just tell. It was like Lily's kind of awkward, Lily's a little bit different. Lily likes to wear different clothes than everyone else. We heard a lot about how when she talks to other people, she really can't stop talking, and she feels like she just like is a chatterbox and it's kind of annoying, and she's insecure about that, and she doesn't want to like interact with people because of that. That's a cool like new quality in a book, and like I really relate to that because I'm exactly like that. It was just, she was just telling us these things about her, and I was like, oh whatever, like no one cares, like moving on. Now we get to the main point of this. She starts writing notes on her desk, and then someone's responding the next day in class. I mean, of course, like because it's P.S. I Like You, it's about a boy. I'm like, oh, well, this is him. She really thinks that she doesn't know them, but I know books, and I know it's no fun if it's a character that you've never heard of. It has to be someone we know in the story, and there's not that many characters in the story, you know? There's a boy that she likes, there's like a few other boys that she's talking to, and then there's Cade, her nemesis. She doesn't really like him. He's been calling her names since they were little. I figured it out like right away. Although that wasn't really supposed to be how you went through the story, it didn't ruin it for me at all. Sometimes books will really try to throw you off because it's been done before, but like I'm totally okay with like the stereotypical like it's the boy she doesn't like. Like that's okay. And it really worked with the story, and I'm glad that it didn't try to like throw me off because I don't care. I'm here for the cliches. Like that's what I'm here for. All right, at this point in the book, we're probably like a quarter of the way through. I really start to like Lily. She becomes like a great character. You know, she's the same Lily that she's been from the beginning, but we're really starting to see her in action, to see how she talks to other people. And there's some things that I really love about her because they really related to me, and I haven't really seen it in books before. One thing I love is that how she just like dresses kind of funny, and people tease her, and she's like, I don't know, like it's weird. Just because I dress like this doesn't mean I'm not like insecure. It's just a weird creative person thing. I just love that about her. She does talk a lot, and she like literally can't stop talking, and sometimes it's really awkward for us because we're like the third party and we have to listen to her go on and on and on. But in general, like that part of her was just, I don't know, it makes her more approachable and makes her more relatable. She's an artist, she wants to be a songwriter, but she can't play her songs for anyone. And that was just, I was like, oh, me. I made a short film like 2 years ago, and my parents are in it, and they still haven't seen it. Like only like 3 people have seen it. Like I was like, me, because I don't want to show anyone something I made. Like no, it's not for you. So Lily has a crush on this boy who's like alternative, and he's just kind of like cute, and he's like, so she asks him out. She wants to go to a concert with him, and I was just like, who does that? Okay, not who does that, because actually a lot of people ask boys out, but in a book, like they weren't even friends. Like she's just like, okay, you're really cute and I like you, we're going on a date now. And like that was so me. And then she just like dumps him because she realizes she doesn't like him, even though like it took all of her nerve to like ask him out. And I was just like, me. Okay, so let's talk about Cade. I do really like him, but I wasn't like in love with him. I love how he teases her that she's becoming like mainstream or something. That was a really cute thing about them. This definitely like hovers around the premise of like, I'm not like other girls, and he definitely says something like that to her, if not the same exact wording. So, you know, like, we don't like that. We don't know her. It was really from her point of view that she feels like she's not like other girls, and it wasn't about like what Kate thought. But sometimes I was like, that's annoying. I mean, listen to the Haley Steinfeld song, Most Girls. Like, I don't know, just do your own research there. I thought, you know, it was the opposite of insta love. It was like them really getting to know each other, having a really cute story about it too. I love the relationship with the best friend. Usually I like the best friend more than I did in this book, but also I don't usually like the main character as much as I did in this book, so it was kind of switched. Because usually I'm like, oh, the best friend is so cool, so alternative, but in this one, the main character was everything. And the letters that they write, you know, they get so cheesy, but I'm like, wouldn't you write them like that if it was like anonymous and you were like really excited about it? I feel like that's true. There's some great plot points with the letters, and she's like running to get them, and someone doesn't respond, and like that's what really kept it exciting, is because you're waiting with her the next day to see what he writes next. So cute, so lovable. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you like P.S. I Like You, because I definitely did. That's all I have. I love you so much. Bye!